Good morning, people of the internet. This is the first video for my Spider-Man suit project, and I'm basically just going to be giving a rundown of projects as I'm waiting for the suit to print and get sewn. I have a spare suit in the mail coming to me right now. It's just kind of something I can wear in the meantime, and then eventually something I can use for birthday parties in case I'm gonna get really dirty, so that way I don't have to get mud and dirt all over a possible $1,000 suit. So the first thing I'm gonna do is A, repair, and then B, replace my face shell. This is from T-Jack. He is a member of the roleplay forum. You go to the rpf.com and look him up through the user search. He's really nice, he's really friendly, really easy to work with. This is his Amazing Spider-Man 2 frame and face shell package. It is only sold as such, but he does do custom frames and face shells as well separately. So you could buy your own face shell and frame set from him and put it together. I originally bought frames from him and I loved them. They worked really well. I made my own lenses. The lenses were awesome. They were made out of mesh. They were like a steel mesh from a strainer, some pantyhose, and a little bit more mesh. It was a lot of fun making those. Got a lot of trial and error, too dark, too light, all that good stuff. As the same was with this. These ended up being a little too dark, so I had to modify them. As you can see, there's this outside. It looks like plexiglass. I'm pretty sure it is. And then the frame itself is acrylic resin, and then the back side, there's one single layer of a vinyl mesh. It's basically just perforated vinyl. It doesn't stick or anything. I had to glue this down myself because of the modification that I did to it. Originally, there were 2 panes of plexiglass with a layer of silver film. It was one-way silver film, so the back side was see-through, the other side was reflective. The reflective side was of course put outwards behind the vinyl, so that when you're looking forward, my eye is just completely messed. You can see that if the light shines from behind, you can actually see my face behind this and kind of see the outline of my eye. Now, when I modified it, I had to take off that PVC. And I had to take off that silver screen. It was too dark. I couldn't see people's faces in front of me, and I was tripping all over everything, and actually almost broke a toe doing that. So for my safety and everyone else's, I modified these. T-Jack, I hope that's okay if you ever see this video. But what was really cool, because I eventually found out that just the white vinyl itself was too hazy. It was really bright. All the lights were just blinding me all the time, so that was almost just as bad. So what I did was I took the vinyl, and you can kind of see, since the light is shining through it, how it's kind of off-white. It's because I blacked out the back side of it, and when there's no light passing through the back, my face is completely hidden. You cannot see through at all. And these lenses are amazing. I mean, I can see perfectly clear. There's a small little haze. It's just like wearing sunglasses. Nothing different. One of the other things I did was I added breathing space for the mask. Originally it was one solid piece. If you look closely, I've drilled numerous holes around the nose area and the eyes that allows for my hot breath to keep from fogging up the lenses constantly. There's nothing you can do to keep lenses from fogging up other than venture mask properly and constantly use a surfactant. I don't use a surfactant because I actually have finally figured out a way to keep enough of the hot breath away from the lenses. It's kind of genius. What I did was I took these magnets that hold the lens in place and I moved them. Originally they were on the back side of the plexiglass. That was the second layer, so I removed them. I removed the plexiglass. I glued down the vinyl, and then I put the magnets on top. This raised the lens off of the face shell about 1/9 of an inch or less. It's a really small space. So whenever there's fabric in between, this seam is invisible completely. You can't tell. I also put a little bit of duct tape in the middle to kind of even out, just kind of level everything out. The rest of the duct tape is holding it together. These are actually pressure cracks from wearing the suit constantly and having to take the mask on and off and on and off and on and off. Eventually you're doing this to the mask, and then finally something just cracks. And so I have pressure cracks all along the sides of this, and this is cracked in 3 places along the chin. I also had to add foam on the inside of the mask to keep it from pushing into my face. As you can see, there's magnets on the inside of the mask as well. That's what helps keep the lenses in place. I'm missing one currently. They're easy to replace. I just got to go down to my hobby shop and pick up a package. But the important thing for me for the face shell is the things I pointed out to you: the padding, visibility, and breathing and ventilation. So my goal is to either build a new one so that it's completely custom and I can add all my little what's-its and doodads all over the face shell and not feel bad about tearing apart a somewhat expensive piece of equipment and then putting it back together in a very, what I and my friends think are serial killer mask style project. If I do this myself, it's going to take a long time. It's going to take probably about 2 or 3 months. If I order it, it's probably going to take about a month and a half, just because it has to come in from Canada. So kind of want your opinion on what to do. If you think I should make it, give me a good reason. Like, I already have a million reasons why I want to make this myself, trust me, but I want to hear other people's reasonings. Pretty handy. Like, it's definitely within my capability to make something like this. But as I said earlier, for convenience sake, I kind of want to just have it and then modify it myself. So if you think that's probably the better action, especially for what I want to do in the next couple of months, let me know. So yeah, that's it. That's the first project, is the face shell and lenses. It's getting that back in working order and also getting a new one made. The next project will be putting shoes on both suits, which of course I can't do until I have the suit in hand. So until then, I will see you guys later. Thank you so much for all your support so far, and I hope to be posting more of these videos soon, hopefully with actually more to show you. I know this is mostly just talking this time, but next time there'll be much more to show you. Okay, thanks guys.